this is Breezing Through, and I'm Emily. So if you have been watching my videos for a while, you know that I have been doing videos about the Letterfolk tile mat for years now. I bought one when we moved into our house almost 6 years ago. Yeah, 6 years ago. That's crazy. We loved it. I bought one of the white ones originally, but I did discover that since we used it on our front porch, that the sun was causing it to turn yellow. So I got a black one instead. And I bought a bunch of different colors for the tiles, and I love this product. Want to make that perfectly clear. Well, a few years ago, Letterfolk, which was its own individual brand, was bought by a company called Pattern Brands. Well, since Pattern Brands bought Letterfolk, they have stopped manufacturing the wide variety of tiles that you used to be able to buy through Letterfolk, so all the different colors for the tile mat. And if you go and you look at their comments on social media, they're saying things like, oh, well, it's our manufacturing and it's the, just the whole process, and there's not as much demand and people are asking for more tiles. They have yet to return to manufacturing the wide range of tile colors. Not thrilled about this. I know lots of people aren't either. So I have been looking for different options as alternatives because I know that I'm not the only one that uses a tile mat and that other people are interested in them and buying the tiles. So I was on Etsy and I found 3 different sellers that sell 3D printed versions of the little hexagon tiles that you can put on the tile mat. I bought those 3 and I'm going to test them out for you today because I want to make sure that there are options for people because I have tons of colors. I really don't need more colors. I was excited to get the orange ones because I didn't have any kind of orange, but wanted to make sure that if I was going to continue doing videos about the tile mat, that I had alternatives for you all to buy colors from because you can't get them from Letterfolk anymore, which I think is a bad move, personally. That's just my thought on that. Tell you which one is my favorite out of the alternatives because honestly my favorite is the original, but can't always have what you love. So let's get started. This first set is from Oliver 3D Designs. It's this nice pink. They are not very flexible. They're pretty stiff, but you can see that all of the tiles are very uniform. They get a little bit of a sheen to them. I do really like that they came with this tool for removing them from the mat. This orange set is from August Joy Creative. And while these tiles are the most flexible of the 3 that I got, it seems that because they are softer, they are less consistent across all of the tiles. You can see they're a little scuffed up on some of them, so that's not the best. And finally, this yellow set from DeckHalter. They are not very flexible, but they are very consistent. The sheen is very similar. It's just a really good consistent set of tiles. Now here's a good comparison of those 3 alternatives to the originals from Letterfolk. They're really, really flexible. They come in lots of colors. They're very consistent across each tile. Now let's line them up on the mat to see how they go onto and come off of the mat. So this teal one is from Letterfolk. It's really easy to get it on and off the mat. It's very flexible. It can be cleaned very easily. The yellow one from DeckHalter, it is not flexible at all. It goes onto the mat really nicely, actually, and it stays on really nicely. The orange one from August Joy Creative. This one goes onto the mat a little bit trickier than the last one, but still goes on fairly well and stays on fairly well. And then the pink one from Oliver 3D Creations. This one does not go onto the mat very well, and so it's kind of tricky to get it to stay on there. When it comes to removing each one from the mat, I definitely needed to use the tool that came with the tiles from the Oliver 3D Creations to get the pink, orange, and yellow ones off, but I was easily able to remove the one from Letterfolk with my fingers. Now I'm going to do a little design and see how these hold up for a couple of weeks on my front porch. I'm going to use the orange, pink, and yellow that I got as alternatives for the flower portions of this design, and then I'm going to use the tiles from Letterfolk for the stems of this design. I'm just going to do little clusters of tulips just because I thought that was pretty and a fun spring summer design. As you can see, as I'm placing these onto the mat, the yellow ones from DeckHalter are going on really nicely and really easily. And I know I already mentioned that, but when you're putting the tiles next to each other in a design, you're going to find more and more which ones actually go nicely onto the mat and which ones don't, because they have to have enough gap between them and to actually fit between other tiles. So it's really important to know which ones are going to work best. The ones from August Joy Creations are going on really nicely as well. They're staying together really nicely. I feel like they have a little bit less of a gap and they're a little bit tighter when going onto the mat, but they still go on really nicely. And then the pink ones from Oliver 3D Creations aren't going on very nicely. Some of them actually don't seem like they're staying on all the way. And I'm a little bit nervous to see if they will actually stay on the mat with use. For the stems, I just used one of the green colors that I had from Letterfolk, and these go on really nicely, really evenly. There's not an issue putting them on next to each other or in clusters. There aren't any weird gaps between them. I was a little bit worried about the pink tiles staying on, and so I did spend some more time making sure that they were pressed in as much as possible, but you can see that the pink ones were kind of lifting up off the mat a little bit. I did have an issue with some of the orange ones as well, but once I actually got them onto the mat, it wasn't a problem. This is when I became really curious as to how these tiles would wear on the mat, because I keep this outside. It's on our front porch. It gets a lot of wear. We go out the front door to go on walks, to go most places in the neighborhood. When we're taking my son for a walk, which my husband does every morning, they go out the front door in the stroller. So these are getting rolled over with our stroller every day. So I'm really curious as to how these are going to hold up on the mat outside. So I put the mat outside on June 8th, and 10 days later on the 18th, after a lot of sun and heat and rain, especially after the thunderstorm we had this day, you can see I'm missing 2 of the yellow tiles and 1 of the pink tiles, which I'm honestly surprised that the pink tiles held up as well as they did. There we go. So my favorite was the yellow one, like I said, from DeckHalter. They are not the most flexible out of the options, but I feel like they sit on the mat the best, and they are the most difficult to remove, which is a good thing. Once you put them on the mat, especially if it's going to get a lot of traffic, you want it to be difficult for it to remove. And having that little tool that I got from one of the other shops, that was really helpful to remove them. But yeah, This is definitely my favorite. They're the most consistent across the board, like of the ones that were sent. Like they all look identical. And even though they're not flexible like the original Letterfolk ones, they just, I feel like, fit the best out of the alternatives. So if you know of any other alternatives, make sure you leave them in the comments so that we can all check them out. And I may be looking into 3D printing my own. We will see. I have access to a 3D printer now. So we will see what comes of that. So stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe so you can see more videos like this in your feed. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.